Vladimir Kovalonik was a Soviet cosmonaut who flew on 3 space missions during the Soviet era of human spaceflight. He was born on March 3, 1942, in Ukraine, which was then a part of the Soviet Union. Kovalyanok's first spaceflight was Soyuz 25, which launched on October 9, 1977. The mission was intended to dock with the Salyut 6 space station, but due to a malfunction with the spacecraft, the docking was not successful, and the mission was aborted after 2 days in orbit. Kovalyanok's second spaceflight was Soyuz 29, which launched on June 15, 1978. The mission successfully docked with the Salyut 6 space station, where Kovalonik and his crewmate Alexander Ivanchenkov spent 140 days in space. During their mission, they conducted scientific experiments, performed maintenance on the station, and received a resupply of food and equipment. Kovalyanok's final spaceflight was Soyuz T4, which launched on March 12, 1981. The mission was the first to visit the new space station, Salyut 7, and Kovalonik and his crewmate Viktor Savinykh spent 75 days in orbit. During their mission, they conducted scientific experiments, performed maintenance on the station, and received a resupply of food and equipment. In total, Kovalonik spent 216 days in space, and he retired from the Cosmonaut Corps in 1994. Vladimir Kovalonik began his career as a pilot in the Soviet Air Force, where he flew various fighter jets. In 1967, he was selected to train as a cosmonaut, and he completed his training in 1970. In addition to his spaceflight experience, Kovalonik was also involved in the development of the Buran spacecraft, which was intended to be the Soviet Union's answer to the U.S. Space Shuttle. Kovalonik was involved in the testing and evaluation of the spacecraft systems, and he was slated to be the commander of the first crewed Buran mission before the program was cancelled in 1993. After retiring from the Cosmonaut Corps, Kovalonik remained active in the space industry, serving as the director of the Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center from 1995 to 2003. He was also a member of the Russian Academy of Cosmonautics and was awarded numerous honors and awards for his contributions to the Soviet and Russian space programs. Kovalonik passed away on February 2, 2021, at the age of 78. His legacy as a pioneer of human spaceflight lives on, and his contributions to the Soviet and Russian space programs continue to inspire future generations of cosmonauts and astronauts. During his career as a cosmonaut, Vladimir Kovalonik became known for his calm demeanor and ability to handle stressful situations in space. He was respected by his colleagues for his technical skills and leadership abilities, and he was instrumental in the success of the Soviet Union's early space station programs. Kovalyanok's spaceflight experience included a number of notable achievements. During his 140-day mission aboard the Salyut 6 space station, he and Alexander Ivanchenkov set a new record for the longest human spaceflight at the time. They also conducted a number of experiments in the fields of medicine, biology, and materials science, and demonstrated the feasibility of long-term human spaceflight. During his final mission aboard Soyuz T4, Kovalonik and Viktor Savinykh conducted the first spacewalk of the Salyut 7 space station program, demonstrating the ability of cosmonauts to perform maintenance and repair tasks in orbit. Kovalyanok's contributions to the Soviet and Russian space programs were recognized with numerous honors and awards, including the title of Hero of the Soviet Union, the highest honor that could be bestowed on a Soviet citizen. He was also awarded the Order of Lenin, the Order of the Red Banner of Labor, and the Order of Friendship, among other honors. Overall, Vladimir Kovalonik played a significant role in advancing the Soviet Union's human spaceflight capabilities, and his legacy as a pioneer of space exploration continues to inspire people around the world. One of the most notable aspects of Vladimir Kovalyanok's career was his involvement in the Soviet Union space station programs. He participated in the first 2 missions to the Salyut 6 space station and was part of the first crew to visit the Salyut 7 space station. These missions were critical in advancing the Soviet Union's capabilities in long-duration human spaceflight and establishing the groundwork for future space station programs. Kovalonik was also involved in a number of scientific experiments during his spaceflights. These experiments ranged from studying the effects of microgravity on living organisms to testing new technologies for spaceflight. His work helped to advance our understanding of the challenges of living and working in space and paved the way for future space research. Outside of his spaceflight career, Kovalonik was also involved in various educational and outreach initiatives. He was a member of the Soviet Academy of Sciences and worked to promote science education and research throughout his career. He also served as a mentor to younger cosmonauts and was known for his willingness to share his knowledge and expertise with others. Overall, Vladimir Kovalenik was a key figure in the Soviet Union's human spaceflight program and made significant contributions to the field of space exploration. His legacy as a pioneering cosmonaut and advocate for science education continues to inspire future generations of scientists, engineers, and space enthusiasts. In addition to his achievements in human spaceflight and space station programs, Vladimir Kovalenik also played a role in the development of spacecraft and launch vehicles. He was involved in the development of the Buran spacecraft, which was the Soviet Union's response to the U.S. Space Shuttle program. Kovalenik was instrumental in testing and evaluating the spacecraft systems and was slated to command the first crewed Buran mission before the program was cancelled. Kovalenik's spaceflight career was not without its challenges, however. During his second mission to the Salyut 6 space station, he and his crewmate Viktor Savinykh were forced to repair a critical system that had failed, risking their own lives in the process. They were able to successfully repair the system, but the incident highlighted the risks and challenges of human spaceflight. Despite the challenges, Kovalenik remained committed to advancing the field of space exploration throughout his career. He continued to work in the space industry after his retirement from the Cosmonaut Corps, serving as the director of the Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center and promoting science education and research. Kovalenik's contributions to human spaceflight and space exploration were recognized both in the Soviet Union and internationally. He received numerous honors and awards for his achievements, including the title of Hero of the Soviet Union and the Order of Friendship. His legacy continues to inspire space enthusiasts and aspiring astronauts around the world. Vladimir Kovalenik's impact on space exploration extended beyond his own achievements in human spaceflight and space station programs. He was also instrumental in shaping the future of the Russian space program and promoting international cooperation in space. Kovalenik was a member of the Russian Academy of Cosmonautics and was involved in the development of strategic plans for the Russian space program. He advocated for the development of new spacecraft and launch vehicles and the establishment of new space missions and programs. In addition, Kovalenik was a strong advocate for international cooperation in space. He believed that space exploration should be a collaborative effort among nations and worked to promote joint missions and projects with other space agencies around the world. Kovalenik's commitment to international cooperation in space was demonstrated in his work with the Interkosmos program. This program brought cosmonauts from other countries into the Soviet space program, allowing them to participate in Soviet space missions and conduct experiments in space. Kovalenik himself flew on an Interkosmos mission in 1978, becoming the first Soviet cosmonaut to fly with a foreign astronaut. Overall, Vladimir Kovalenik's contributions to the field of space exploration extended far beyond his own achievements in human spaceflight. His commitment to advancing the Russian space program and promoting international cooperation in space has left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire future generations of space explorers. In addition to his contributions to space exploration, Vladimir Kovalenik also had a distinguished military career. He served as a pilot in the Soviet Air Force and flew combat missions in the Vietnam War, earning several awards and medals for his service. Kovalenik's experience as a fighter pilot prepared him well for his career as a cosmonaut. He was known for his cool-headedness under pressure and his ability to make split-second decisions in challenging situations. After retiring from the Cosmonaut Corps, Kovalenik continued to be involved in the Russian military as a reserve officer. He also worked as an advisor to the Russian Ministry of Defense, using his expertise in space technology and his knowledge of military aviation to contribute to the development of new defense systems. Overall, Vladimir Kovalenik's contributions to space exploration and military aviation have left a lasting legacy that continues to inspire and motivate people around the world. His dedication to science, education, and international cooperation serves as an example for future generations of scientists, engineers, and space explorers. In addition to his impressive military and spaceflight careers, Vladimir Kovalenik was also a talented artist. He enjoyed drawing and painting throughout his life and created numerous works of art, many of which were inspired by his experiences in space. Kovalenik's artwork has been exhibited in galleries and museums around the world, and he was known for his unique style and use of color. His paintings often depicted the beauty and grandeur of space, capturing the awe-inspiring views that he had witnessed during his missions. In addition to his artistic pursuits, Kovalenik was also a sports enthusiast. He was an accomplished athlete and enjoyed skiing, swimming, and other outdoor activities. He believed that physical fitness was essential for spaceflight and often trained rigorously to stay in top shape. Kovalenik was also known for his sense of humor and his ability to connect with people from all walks of life. He had a warm and engaging personality and was loved by many for his kindness and generosity. Overall, Vladimir Kovalenik was a true Renaissance man, with a wide range of talents and interests that extended far beyond his impressive achievements in space and military aviation. His legacy continues to inspire and motivate people around the world, and his contributions to science, art, and athletics serve as an example for future generations. Another notable aspect of Vladimir Kovalenok's life was his dedication to public service. After retiring from the Cosmonaut Corps, he went on to serve in various political and administrative roles in his home region of Belarus. Kovalenik was elected to the Belarusian parliament in 1995 and served as a member of the National Assembly until 2000. He also served as the deputy chairman of the parliament's Defense and Security Committee, drawing on his experience in the military and space industries to contribute to national defense policy. In addition, Kovalenik was an active member of the Belarusian public and worked to promote community development and social welfare programs. He was involved in initiatives to improve healthcare, education, and cultural exchange in his local region, and was known for his commitment to the well-being of his fellow citizens. Kovalenok's commitment to public service and his dedication to his community have earned him widespread respect and admiration in Belarus and beyond. His legacy as a space pioneer and a champion of social progress continues to inspire people around the world to strive for excellence and make a positive impact in their communities.